Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Arsenic Candy Gaming. And welcome back to Caves of Khud. Are we ready for it? Are we ready? It doesn't feel like we're ready, but here we go. So we're on the the beta branch of Caves of Khud today, and we're going to be trying something. What are we going to be trying? We're going to be trying to spec into Big Simple's build that he made with one of the devs, Gnarf, which Gnarf deemed to be a ridiculously overpowered build. I'm not going to build into it. I will show you the build as we made it. It is a mutated human Arcanaut. The Arcanaut, I believe, gives you a small dagger ability, small dagger skill, and a couple of other things. Actually, we'll walk through the basics of the build. So it's a strength and agility build with a +1 in toughness, and then a 0 for intelligence. We can go through the reasons why. I'm not going to. If you want to really know why they spec into the build, check out Big Simple's series. It's called Caves of Khud with Dev, I believe. So the next section was morphotypes. We're going to go for a chimera, so we will only manifest physical mutations upon leveling up. And the physical mutations we're going to take are adrenal control, which regulates your body's release of adrenaline, increases your body's adrenaline flow for 20 rounds. While it's flowing, you gain +10 quickness, and other physical mutations gain +1 rank. So all physical mutations that we have will go up a rank and make them stronger. Then we want double muscled. Whilst with double muscle, we get a +2 to strength and a 15% chance to daze our opponents on successful melee attacks. So we're already pretty bulky. The next part of the build was horns. Horns jut out of your head. +20% chance on melee attack to gore your opponent. Damage increment 2d3. Goring attacks may cause bleeding. Cannot wear helmets. Gives you +100 reputation with antelopes and goat folk. That'll help us get through the jungle if nothing else. There was another reason for that, because I think one of the skills... Oh, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yeah, so I think basically the horns give us an extra opportunity to attack. Yeah, so the +20% chance, a 20% chance when meleeing to attack our opponent with our horns, which counts as I believe it counts as a short dagger attack or short bladed attack. And then that gives us another opportunity to cause the 15% chance to daze your opponent. Is the reason why we would spec into that. So we've currently only got 1 point remaining, which we can spend on night vision. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a physical defect here. This is obviously, again, a dev recommended defect. We're going to go with irritable genome. Your genome is irritable and unpredictable. Whenever you spend a mutation point, the next time you spend a mutation point, the point will be spent randomly. And whenever you buy a mutation, you get a random 1 instead of a choice of 3. So that sounds bad, I guess, on paper, that it's randomly spent. But if we're only speccing into physical mutations that we want, it doesn't matter what that random mutation point is spent on, because it will only upgrade the things that we want it to upgrade anyway. So we'll take irritable genome. That gives us an extra 4 points to spend, and the recommendation is to spend 3 on triple jointed, Gives you +2 agility and a 10% chance that agility-based skill powers don't go on cooldown after use. Fantastic. Then, I personally will take night vision because it's a great starting ability. And then thick fur. You're covered in a thick coat of fur. Gives us +5 heat resistance, +5 cold resistance, +5 reputation with apes, baboons, bears, and grazing hedonists. And you know, any free reputation we can get with anybody, fantastic. There is a variation option on. I don't know. It's been such a while time since I've built a mutant. I don't know if these variations existed before, but you can choose variations on the types of horns that your character has now when you have horns. It doesn't actually make any difference to the build at all. It doesn't change any of your statistics for it. It's purely a physical and a cosmetic difference. So we're going to go with big old antlers, I think. And then the next option, the next part of the build is the Arcanaut. It gives you a +2 agility, a short blade, gives you tinkering and scavenger, acrobatics and spry, and start with random junk and artifacts. Okay, so that's the build. We've already built it. An Gnarf build. Let's pick a name. Creme. Creme is a good name for us. So yeah, again, I've this build is inspired by a Big Simple build. I haven't watched the whole of Big Simple series. I was just cruising around for a good mutant build and I stumbled across this. So Big Simple, thanks very much appreciated. I'm sure I'm going to do absolutely awfully, but here we go. Hopefully the +100 reputation with goat people will save us from dying quite so easily. At this point, I'm just going to blaze through Joppa and do the, you know, the standard Joppa stuff, which is to rob everybody in sight. There was an interesting fact I learned from that Big Simple video as well, which is this dude from the 6 Day Still, nobody in town likes him. So apparently you can just happily murder him and nobody gives a crap, which I'm not going to do. So we want to take our Joppa missions. And we want to go and sell all of this junk. Hello, mate. We will return with your knickknacks. We've got a knickknack for you. Here is your knickknack. Oh, we've already got a Joppa recoiler. And a small sphere of negative weight. I have heard of the small sphere of negative weight. I don't know what it is. So I'm actually going to keep that. And we're going to go and get the artifacts ourselves. We're going to go and find them. And I'm going to keep the Joppa recoiler. Hopefully we can find a cell that makes it worth having. So let's see what we could put on here. You know what? Woven tunic for increased dodge is great. So because we have horns, we cannot put on a helmet. So a pair of massive curling horns, they can deliver devastating gore attacks. And it's a weapon class short blades. So once we spec into short blades, we can do some serious damage to people. We've got a vinewood sap mask, twin bronze daggers. I don't know why I just took that off. A short bow is great. Nothing on our hands, nothing on our feet, and a grenade. So everything else we can trade off. I'm interested. +5 carry capacity. Ooh. We'll hold on to that just in case. It only weighs 2 pounds. We will get rid of pretty much all of our torches. And we'll keep hold of this scrap for the moment. I'm intrigued by the small sphere of negative weight. So let's have a look at that. When unobstructed, this copper sphere accelerates towards ceiling and sky. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. What other missions can we get? This dude to tell us about what is eating the water vine, and then from there, let's chip off. Let's go about our business. We'll check our shrines, and then there's another shrine up here, and then we're ready to go. Let us in. I don't know what other changes to the game have been made in the dev build. There are some obvious UI changes, such as these little pop-up screens, which look fantastic. Significant event from the life of ancient Sultan Khoshid. You want a decisive victory against the combined forces of Aquashpad, homestead of the bloody Battle of Bigashan. Though she lost her prized Blessing of Map during the course of the conflict. As a result of the battle, Bigashan was so devastated by torrential glass storms that it was renamed the Clear Decay. Okay. Oh, there's lots of stuff we've garnered from that. Got somewhere to visit, which is Karchapad. And off we go. Now, should we go Rustwells first? I mean, Rustwells to get... You know, it's some good quick XP if we can find an artifact quickly. And this is going to be our first test. What skills have we got? Release adrenaline. So, I mean, that's a good one to put on 1. Rifle through trash is automatically on. Sprint 4. Well, the snapjaw went down pretty quickly, which is always a blessing. Please don't be... Nope, you're friends with us. Good, good. Some snapjaws that are going to die really quickly. So the UI changes have made it difficult to pick stuff up quite so easy. But there you go. That's part of the game. My goodness. Quite an easy wiping out of these snapjaws today. Definitely that strength upgrade is noticeable immediately. 22 strength, 24 agility, so we're really quite difficult to hit. Even that slimy bugger went down pretty easy. Let's take a rest. Who has taken an offense to me? The Snapjaw shotgunner hits ×3 for 5 damage. It's probably time to take a sprint. We're going to rest for a bit. We might not survive this. Oh, we did. My goodness. That is strong for us to have got up against the Snapjaw brute and not been eliminated. That is powerful. Maybe a little bit too powerful to be an interesting run. We'll find out. If it gets too boring, then we'll sack it off. But at least we're going to get somewhere today. So let's get through the Rustwells as quickly as we can now. We don't want to dawdle too much. Want to waste too much time picking up random junk that we don't need. A weird artifact will be a shotgun, I imagine, as we just eliminated a shotgun wielding dude. I'm going to go for right hand. Remove, and we'll put this engraved bronze dagger in it. And it is giving us some information about Sulashir the First. Strength bonus cap 1, plus 40 reputation with the Mace Skipper Church. Whilst leading a small army in Durkharmish neighbourhood, Sulasar was assailed by a claimant over an ordinance mandating the practice of making demands. She won and had a claimant tried but pardoned. She was 88 years old. Okay. Onward. Don't think we need the buckler. Not for us, anyway. For the moment, we'll just grab as much as we can carry, just for some free coin. Khajiit has wares. Oh, I don't want a leech corpse. I didn't mean to pick that up. How do I put that down? Drop. You're tough and hostile. My goodness, even the leeches go down real easy. So, we will spec into... Oh, we have to remember that we don't get as many points now that we are a mutant. So, we will probably save it for some more short blade stuff. Where's my stairwell down, guys? So our plan is to, I guess, get to Golgotha as soon as possible so we can proceed with the next leg of the journey. Beyond where we were previously. There's still some very tough opponents that are going to give us a hard time. A counterweighted steel warhammer. Boarskin gloves. We could do with putting those on. These bows are good. There'll be some good free money. Let's pop these gloves on. So is our stairwell up here? Yes, it is. Go away, kudzoos. Let's run away a second. We need to just start ramming our way through people while we've got our adrenaline upgrade. And it subsides. There we go. That was short-lived. But worth it. That is some very rapid leveling up. Whip up a meal. It's definitely a build that we're going to get through the early level dungeons very quickly, which is actually a great way to begin a new series. It's not going to drag out quite so much, but it might be a little dull to watch if it's too easy, though I imagine that we'll encounter plenty of opposition along the journey. And it means we can avoid attempting to farm any like kudzus and stuff along the way. Oh, I need to rest. We might not actually make it past this. Cleaved through my armor. Oh, okay. That didn't go quite as bad as I thought it would. What? Sorry. We've gained the activated ability Emit Pulse. A hand grows out of your left arm. And we will choose a physical mutation to rapidly advance. I was jabbing the buttons too quickly there. Choose a physical mutation to rapidly advance. Double muscled. By 3 ranks to rank 4? What? Okay, let's have a look what we've got here. We've got 2 left hands. Let's get another dagger in that bad boy. Let's have a look if we can see the chronology of what happened. Okay. We do need to spend some of our skill points though, whenever possible. And an attribute point, which we will put into strength. So short blades, bloodletter. Short blade attacks that penetrate have a 75% chance to cause your opponent to bleed. And can stack a number of times to 1 plus your agility modifier. Nice. Jab. When you wield a short blade in your offhand, you make offhand attacks twice as often. This bonus applies to organic hands, natural and mutated, but not robotic hands. We're going to take that, and we're going to take bloodletter. We are specking into that short blade today. Get all of this copper while we're here. We've still got loads of strength. Sorry, I mean we've still got loads of carrying capacity because we are a double-R bastard. I don't know why I danced around him then rather than just eliminating him. That was weird. Okay. Cheers, boys. Your irritable genome acts up. Gained a level. We're now level 6. 3 hit points, 74 skill points, 1 mutation point, +1 to each attribute. So did we accidentally level... Sorry, did we level something up that we didn't ask for? I believe Horns has just leveled up. This rank, 20% chance. So what happens on level up? It... Does it give us a +1 AV every time? Ah, okay. So damage increments 2d4. Increased bleeding save difficulty and intensity. This time we had goring attacks may cause bleeding. Excellent. So from now on I assume that just increased bleeding save difficulty and intensity. Excellent. Anything else that we could take at this time that would assist us? We've got scavenger already. That's great. Wayfaring so that we can make camp is obviously one of my favorites, as everybody can tell. I'm gonna go for it. We have leveled up much faster than I anticipated. Okay. Oh, it's a very, very simple, very easy start. I would normally have been completely eradicated by now coming through the rust wells. It's definitely an OP build. But that was the point, was it not? So... Oh, Mr. Crab. No, thank you. You cleaved through my armor? Oh boy. Are you going to be friends with me? You are going to be friends with me. How friendly? How friendly? It's a fun build. It's a fun build for anybody that's even slightly interested in it. It's a fun build. We need to change these weapons up, don't we? So our short bow, remove, engraved short bow, and then we want to look at it and see what it says. Engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Reshef. Whilst travelling through the rust wells, Reshef came across a trove of gleaming stars in a bottle. From that day forth, he always kept some stardust on his person. And we have reloaded our bow. Hello, mate. Do you mind fucking off out of my way? Who are you knocking back, you cheeky bugger? Get short bows, get my mace, get. Die, 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 die. Ooh, a crease. I believe that's... I'm not sure. I'm just saying it because I haven't seen them frequently enough. I think that might be a type of short sword or dagger. So a dagger counts as a short blade. Short blades causes bleeding on critical hits. Is it better? I mean, is it entirely better than a standard bronze dagger? So let's remove that one. Remove that one. Add the one or the other to this. So our main hand has, has 6 penetration. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. So we want the engraved bronze dagger in there, and then in our right hand we will take the desert crease. Oh, it's across the board, it's better. It's a 1d3 instead of a 1d2. And 6 penetration. Nice. There's some crocossins or something we can throw on. Moccasins! No boys over here. Oh, there's some boys. Let's see what adventures behold. Adventures lay before us in the rest of the rust wells. I've got myself in a pickle here, so we're going to start. Did we use our... Yeah. We're going to have to back off a minute. Our irritable genome acted up. We're level 7 and we're not even through the rust wells yet. That's wild. What did we get there? +1 adrenal control. We gain 11 quickness, other physical mutations gain +1 rank, and then next rank we get +12 quickness, other physical mutations gain +2 rank. Great. So we've got +3 strength of hulking strength, 21% chance to daze our opponent. Excellent. Are you alright, mate? No, he is not. He is suitably miffed. Okay, well, let's head on down another floor. And let's... Ooh, hello, Spitty. Take a short rest. Resting... I think resting is the biggest difference I've made to the way that I play. I neglected it all the time. And it's so important. It's so important. And I don't know how it's something that I just didn't do. I think that's definitely what's made the biggest improvement to playing Caves of Kut for me, is just trying to remember to rest all the time. We'll get that. We don't need that. We can swap out our non-engraved dagger for an engraved dagger. Not that it'll make much difference. We just will look a bit cooler. Another +45 reputation with the kith of the luminous blade of swine. He's engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Sulashir. After several tumultuous years, Sulashir III's consulars suggested he abdicated the throne. Instead, he murdered each one by trapping him in a star in a bottle. Oh, nice. Is that the same bottle of stars? Oh, look at that. We're going to take both of those and we're going to swap out our kukri. I'm going to take out left hand one. I'm going to pop. Unless I'm mistaken, is that also a short sword? Short blade, yeah. And then we're going to go with the crease in the other hand. We're good to bounce. Oh, they are throwing daggers at me left, right, and centre. So what's that? 8. And we want to equip it manually. We're going to have to look at what our... Oh, don't do this to me. There's too many options now. They're just throwing daggers at me. They're like, this man wants daggers. Let's give him some daggers. If he wants daggers, we'll give him daggers. And then we have the kukri. And then we want the steel, the crease in the other one. There we go. No more of that, please. No more of that. Probably not wise, mate. Ooh, what have you done? Throwing some guff at me. We need to eat. Whip up a meal out of millipede arse. Some tasty millipede arse. Oilskin gloves. What are you? A slumberling? Not something I've encountered very often. If more than once. I don't recall seeing more than one. Nearly mistake it for a boulder, and they spot a crease in her hide as she draws a slow, hibernative breath. Don't do that. There you go. That's how you die on an overpowered build. Jeez. Okay, the game must have thought level 7 at the before the end of the first quest is too much. Have a slumberling. There you go. So, despite our previous preconceptions that this was going to be massively OP, never underestimate Kud's ability to shoot you in the face when you least expect it. Okay, I'm gonna have a fiddle about with that off YouTube. It was good fun. I don't know that I could keep it up for a whole season. It feels a little cheaty. If I just avoided that slumberling, I would have been fine, and I think we would have got considerably far. But hey, check out the build if you want yourself. Definitely go and check out Big Simple's videos where I stole this build, and yeah, have yourselves a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.